Good morning. I almost forgot to turn the sound on again. Oops. So as y'all can see, the last earthquake showing is a 2.5, 21 kilometers deep in Hawaii. And overnight, as I'm looking back on EMSE, there has been a 5.0 in southern Iran. It was followed with a 4.2 in southern Iran. So it looks like we've had a busy night. There's also been a 5.6 in the Fox Island Aleutian Islands. That one was 42 kilometers deep. Looks like southern Sumatra, Indonesia has been a bit busy with some aftershocks. Kepulauan, Indonesia has also been busy with some earthquakes. We're looking at Hawaii. Hawaii's been having a swarm. We've also had a 4.6 on the Owen fracture zone. We got a 1.3 coming in. That was from yesterday. So this is picking the last 20 earthquakes. So let's see what the latest earthquake is coming in. Is southern Alaska as a 2.9. So let's see if we can go back and find this. I'm learning a little bit about this thing here. Nine 20. Oops. It's not showing the newest one yet. So the latest one that is showing is 9:13 a.m. I will figure this out, but for now, the newest earthquake which has happened is a 2.9 southern Alaska, which is 122 kilometers deep. That one there is a 3.7. And I don't know what day that happened on, so let's not even go there. We're not going to pay attention to this thing here, because, you know, I don't know what's up with this thing. I don't know what's up with this thing. I have to learn this thing here, and I have not learned it yet. So, anyway, the latest earthquake is a 2.9. Southern Alaska was 122 kilometers deep. We'll figure this out. But that's what I got Richard for, and he will post it in chat. Hello, Dustin K. How are you doing? This thing will show the earthquakes on it, though. If you look, you'll see the latest flags. They'll show in green. So as the earthquakes are on here, you'll see the newest earthquakes and locations, and they'll show up with a green flag or a blue flag. So we're just not going to pay attention to this thingy here. So that's what's up with that. I'm looking at something here. Hang on. Dun 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 dun. Newest flag, green. Done. So newest flags will be green. So let's show you this. Let me see. Let's see where our newest flag is located. The newest flag is on top of the world right now. Excuse me. So 1.0. 1.00000. Even 1.0's have got to have some love too. So how is everybody doing today? In this great big blue marble? I believe EMSC knows when everybody's posting on YouTube. So I show everybody what I just finished doing? I have been working on a new piece of art since I've sent all of my art pieces to someone as I promised. So this is the newest one that I just finished painting. That one took 2 days. That one is Christmas Dove. Richard, you're not awful. You're awesome. Just put an SOME behind that AW. So what else did we have happen overnight? Since I was going into these earthquakes, we had the 5.6 Fox Island and Aleutian Islands. We had a few in Indonesia. We've had a 4.5 off the coast of Tarapaca, Chile. We've had quite a few in Mexico. So we're looking at Mexico. Mexico is going to be a push for the United States and California. Then we've had the 4.6 Owen fracture zone. We had the another 5.0 in Iran. I believe we've had two. Yeah, we've had a 5.0 southern Iran and another 5.0 in western Iran. That one for western Iran was 8 hours and 51 minutes ago. And then we had a 5.6 in western Iran, which was 10 hours and 28 minutes ago. Let's pull these up on Google Earth and take a look at the regions here, since these other two are probably aftershocks. So let's see where this 5.6 was hitting, because these look like all these other ones are aftershocks. Okay, so this looks like this may be desert-ish area here. Don't see much. It's hilly. It looks desert-ish. Should be normal. We have the continental convergent boundary here. We have the Eurasian-Arabian convergent boundary here. So that would account for that. Then we have a push going on, which is 27 millimeters per year as convergent data shown by arrows. So we have areas of push against the convergent boundaries here, which is what's causing the earthquakes. And of course, we're pushing up into Turkey. So we have all these different plates here. And of course, this is very, very seismic area, because this is Turkey here. So this causes a lot of, this is the Anatolian plate. So then you have a lot of seismic movement within this area. So this area is always going to be very seismic. Not to mention, if Iran doesn't leave Israel alone, they can expect to have big earthquakes. Okay, that's just my opinion. Okay, so anyway, going back here. Trying to get this thing in the background here to do its job. Still reading that 3.7, which means they're upgrading, downgrading it. So ignore that. We're going to have upgrade downgrades in the background. If you wanted to do the picture of Boomer, Digital Teresa would still love it. She likes your art too, just saying. Aw, I will work on it when I have time. When I get some more artwork, not artwork, when I get some more artboard, then I will definitely do the painting for you, Richard, and then I will try to send it to you. Since it's in Canada, I don't know how much that'll cost, but I will send it. I should have taken pictures of that box that I sent all the way to Tennessee. That lady packaged that thing like it was bomb-proof. I mean, it was packaged. .3.0 Puerto Rico, 23 kilometers deep. Let's go check Puerto Rico. This one's out to sea here. It looks like an underwater formation here. Of course, we have the oceanic transform fault here. And we have the American Caribbean transform boundary here. What we got here? What is that? Platform. Chief Scientist Gerard Sam. Marco Polo. Marco Polo. British Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico. You got the Bahamas here. The Turks and Caicos. Turks and Caicos are beautiful islands as well. Mayaguana. Surprised there's no more pictures around here though. Daylight come and me wanna go home. Day-o, day-o. Daylight come and me wanna go home. Let's go see right here. 6 foot, 7 foot, 8 foot bunch. Daylight come and me wanna go home. Okay. Zoom. Zoom, zoom. Let's do it this way. This thing don't want to move. You don't want to move from me? I guess it don't want to move from me. Well, that's cute. Whee! Well, the cars on the road go round and round. We're looking at the Bahamas right now. I'm just exploring. Let's go to the beach. Look at that clear water. Then you have reefs and stuff out here. That's where the dark areas are. The palm trees. The Bahamas is definitely a beautiful, beautiful place. So this is clear water, so you can see down. And it's probably very deep right here. Looking for the fishies. I don't think we did. Do you have the location data for it, Richard? And we can look at that Quebec earthquake. Let me see if I can look up Canada on. Let's look up Canada. Let's look up earthquakes. We'll look up the last one that happened. That was a 3.2 yesterday. So I can do that one. There was a 3.2 in Canada yesterday. This is all blanked out. Which lets me know there's something there. You know what I want to do? Check this out. Google. Yep, still looks the same one there. Shows it's hilly. Got roads over here. Mining, looks like. maybe, or forestry. Rivers. Looks like old pads though. Not sure. Wood, gold mine. Could be gold mine. This looks like maybe gold mining. Because you have water. But gold mining wouldn't cause that like that. Nope. Check this out. This is so interesting. You got the Yukon River over here. Not seeing anything in particular over here that would have caused that earthquake, other than it's hilly, it's mountainous, and it's cold. Yep, looks like mining. It looks like gold mining. So we've had a 5.0 in Japan just now, Izu Islands region. So let's go take a peek where that is. We'll look on both of our Google Earths here just for GPs. In the ocean. So this one is in the ocean. So we have the Nishi Shoho Seamount and the Shoho Seamount near there. So we probably have underwater movement, which is causing this earthquake, because we have quite a few seamounts, and underwater seamounts are volcanic. So it's more like having an underwater volcanic field. You can see all of these here. You have a converted salvage vessel down here underwater. Wonder if we can do an underwater dive. Probably not see anything. So World War II, Japanese shipping loss, submarine. Tarapaca, Chile's had a 2.7. Whoa, that Izu, Japan region earthquake was 362 kilometers deep. These earthquakes today are kind of deep. That's concerning. That means we're getting set for a bigger earthquake. Because that's a 5.0, so that one there could cause up to a 7. Not saying it will happen, but just saying that it could happen. So it is concerning. Terra Packet Chili's had a 2.7, 112 kilometers deep. Let's go take a peek where this is occurring. See if there's anything interesting. It's a smaller earthquake. In the middle of nowhere. Looks like electrical. We have a, what do you call it up here? To transmit power line. So we have a power line up here, or what do you call it for the power lines up here, running at the top of the mountains all the way up, running across all the way through here. So we have a road which runs across the top. Of course, we've got power cords up here, power lines. So let's see, what do we have on Google Earth that would be causing this earthquake? Right there on the continental rift boundary. And of course, we got volcanism over here, continental rift boundary here. Applies movement, plate boundary, rift boundary movement. Another push in. Salta, Argentina, 185 kilometers deep. Some deep earthquakes today. That's not too deep for 185 though. Lay some odds that Chile is gonna see a bigger earthquake again. It's going to be here or here. So it's gonna be here or here. Yeah, of course they're going to call that Japan earthquake a 4.8. It's got to be downgrade, downgrade, downgrade. Can't have people freaking out if it's too big. Okay, guys, enjoy the chat for a few minutes, and I will be right back. I've got to go powder. I got to go to the small ladies' room. I'm back. Okay, so I turned off the heater. My house is either too hot or too cold. I can't get it just right. Let's see. How cold is it outside right now? It says it's 46. It's 56. Feels like 56. Well, that's good. It's supposed to get to 60 today. The things that make you say, because last night it was definitely cold. Hey, NASA's Curiosity rover may have discovered evidence of life on Mars in 2023, and I heard that it accidentally destroyed that. So in 2023, NASA's Curiosity rover made a mind-blowing discovery when it drove over a rock in the Getty's Velis Channel, cracking it open to reveal a treasure inside yellow-green sulfur crystals. This find is particularly surprising to scientists. A pure sulfur is rarely seen in nature and hasn't been found on Mars before. Curiosity's project scientist, Ashwin Vasavada, described the discovery as the strangest find in the whole mission, noting that this kind of luck doesn't happen with every rock. Sulfur on Earth usually forms in extreme volcanic conditions or hot springs, raising intriguing questions about geology of history of Mars. Curiosity's adventure on Mars began with a daring and unprecedented landing. The rover was gently lowered to Martian surface by a rocket-powered sky crane. In August 2012, a feat of engineering that NASA had never attempted before. This precise landing paved the way for future missions to land large payloads on the red planet, potentially setting the stage for human exploration. One of Curiosity's first major discoveries was evidence of an ancient seabed, stream bed, indicating that water once flowed on Mars. In 2012, Curiosity found smooth, rounded pebbles and Gale crater that appeared to have been transported by water flowing through the area. Scientists believe that the water was knee-deep and flowed for thousands of years, suggesting that Mars may have been habitable billions of years ago. And we all lived on Mars and moved to planet Earth. Just kidding. Okay, so Curiosity made history in 2013 by becoming the first rover to drill into Martian rock and collect samples. This allowed scientists to study the environment from billions of years ago. Beneath the planet's surface, the rover's drill uncovered key chemical ingredients for life: sulfur, nitrogen, hydrogen, oxygen, phosphorus, and carbon. These elements suggest that ancient Mars had the right conditions to support microbial life. They've actually detected organic compounds. So, in detecting those, they've also detected methane fluctuations in Mars's atmosphere. And Curiosity's findings suggest that Mars had a more hospitable environment in its ancient past. In addition to detecting essential life ingredients, the rover found that Mars once had flowing rivers and lakes that persisted for millions of years. These discoveries indicate that Mars could have supported life billions of years ago, with environments that were likely not too salty or acidic. So, what does that tell us? That our planet isn't the only planet that was likely lived on. Yeah, I believe that. I believe that humans aren't the only species that has ever evolved. I mean, look at us. None of us are the same. I want space sulfur to mix with carbon and nitrates. Where are you going to get that at, Richard? Okay, SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket just flew straight into the record books. A SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket took its 24th flight on Wednesday, a record for the first stage booster, lifting off from Kennedy Space Center in Florida at 5:13 a.m. Eastern Time. SpaceX's Falcon 9 rocket launched 24 Starlink satellites into low Earth orbit. About 8 minutes after launch, the rocket's first stage performed a flawless landing on a drone ship waiting off the coast of Florida, paving the way for a 25th flight once it's checked out and refurbished. Previous flights for the booster listed by SpaceX, and they list all the different flights that it's taken. So, it's now hit the record books because it achieved a feat in spectacular fashion on its first attempt during the rocket's fifth test in October. So, it has now achieved what many other rockets have not. Yay! So did y'all hear what Florida's doing? Florida has outlawed chemtrails in Florida. Yup. Let me see if I can find the article. And it came out that a Florida senator has filed a bill to ban weather modification, and Irena Garcia has filed the bill. A Miami senator has filed a bill banning weather modification in Florida, prompted by fears of excess chemicals, and amid claims that the government purposely manipulated Hurricane Helene and Milton. Filed by Republican Senator Irena Garcia on November 20th, she says Senate Bill 56 will help open up discussions on alleged weather conspiracy theories by targeting cloud seeding. When silver iodine is pumped into clouds to increase precipitation in drought-ridden areas, and removing all artificial weather modification activities from state law. Essentially, she wants to ban altered weather. This bill aims to update licensing regulations and establish stricter oversight for weather modification activities, specifically addressing cloud seeding, Senator Garcia stated. It is crucial that we clarify this issue and openly address concerns surrounding it, not only in terms of atmospheric changes, but also regarding the potential impact on our crops and the air we breathe. Garcia's bill would ban the injection, release, or dispersion of any substance to modify the temperature, sunlight, or weather, including cloud seeding, by repealing 13 sections of Florida's statute. It removes Floridians' ability to apply for a weather modification license from the Department of Environmental Protections and excludes weather modification authorities from advising the governor on emergency mitigation matters. Violators could face a hefty $10,000 fine. Although Florida doesn't currently use cloud seeding, the weather technique is used in 11 U.S. states and 49 countries worldwide to boost precipitation. Despite this, the Tampa Bay Young Republicans in May urged the state legislature to outlaw these harmful projects. In September, online influencers and Georgia Congresswoman claimed that the government used cloud seeding and other methods to intentionally create and steer Hurricane Helene and Milton towards Florida. Though scientists and Governor Ron DeSantis blasted that notion as false, the fear of weather control has remained a fixture in certain conspiracy circles. Well, here's what I've got to say about conspiracies. Most conspiracies end up being truth, with a little bit of falsity added in, but most conspiracy is proven true.
One of the most popular weather theories claims that the government is spraying chemicals from airplanes. Well, if you look up, that's what you see. Leaving behind a chemtrail. Though this has been widely discredited, Garcia pointed out that Floridians having these doubts means safeguards are necessary. I remember seeing a video of a guy who had snow and he lit that snow on fire and it turned black. So I think there's some point to certain things, and I've seen other people do certain things with snow that showed that snow had something in it, and something's definitely being sprayed that's causing regular snow to not burn. Okay, so they go on to state, I hope this legislation can dispel fears about alleged chemtrails. It is essential to put doubts to rest by implementing safeguards and ensure weather modification is never weaponized due to governmental negligence or lack of public engagement, she said. We should welcome open dialogue and investigation rather than dismissing these discussions as conspiracy theories. Garcia's bill emerges months after two back-to-back major hurricanes rocked Florida's Gulf Coast. Helene and Milton resulted in over $5.2 billion in payouts and nearly $500,000 in insurance claims, and damage here in North Carolina, which is still not being taken care of. And I've been paying attention to what's been going on in the news, because first there was a veto here in North Carolina. Now that veto has been overridden, but I'm still waiting to see what's going to happen and if they are going to release the funds to the people in Western North Carolina to begin building their lives. Let's see what happens with that. I wish they would quit talking and start acting to help the people in Western North Carolina who are still living in tents. Yeah, Richard, I want you to try and burn snow. I want to see what will happen. Will it turn black? Will it turn brown? Will it burn? Curiosity. So when you have some snow sometime, make a ball and then see what happens if you try to burn it. Will it melt or will it turn black? Because if it doesn't burn and it doesn't melt right away, then it's got something in it. And take a video of it. Oh, and by the way, you don't need thousands of dollars to do that as a scientific thing. It's free. I think it would be something cool if everybody did that. Okay, so island of Hawaii has had a 2.8, 27 kilometers deep. So that is another earthquake for Hawaii. Awesome. Hang on a second.
So Big Island News says that earthquakes are increasing. Says the number of earthquakes under Kilauea's volcano is again on the rise following the period of relative quiet in the wake of September's brief eruption on the southwest rift zone. Kilauea is not erupting and the U.S. alert level remains at advisory. In a weekly update, the USGS Hawaiian Volcanic Observatory detailed the uptick in the seismicity across the Hawaii Island volcano. From the USGS HVO update they posted, earthquake activity at the Kilauea Summit region has increased in the past week, going from approximately 10 located earthquakes per day to 20 per day. Short-lived flurries of small earthquakes with a rate of about 6 events per hour were observed in November 29th and December 3rd. Activity has generally clustered within Kalapele and the South Caldera region. Overall, there were approximately 75 earthquakes at the summit, most below magnitude 2.1. Summit tilt meters and GPS stations have recorded steady inflation at the summit and South Caldera regions. This inflation is also seen in recent INSAR measurements from satellite observation. The most recent sulfur dioxide SO2 emission rate measurement from the summit was approximately 68 plus minus 24 tons per day on October 17th, a value representative of non-eruptive conditions at Kilauea. Rift zone observations. The upper southwest rift zone has seen a minor increase in seismicity with approximately 25 located earthquakes below magnitude 2.0. Most of which occurred over the past 2 days. Shallow earthquakes counts in the upper east rift zone have increased over the past week, averaging between 25 and 60 located earthquakes per day, most of which were below magnitude 2 and 2.5. Activity in the middle of the ERZ was similar to the previous week, with approximately 75 located earthquakes between Makapuhi and Pu'u'o'o, all below magnitude 2.0. Deformation in the ERZ remains steady. The increased rates of seismicity and ground deformation observed over the past week indicate a higher level of unrest at Kilauea's summit region compared to previous weeks. Seismic activity reflects ongoing inflation as magma accumulates within the volcano. No unusual activity has been noted east of Pu'u'o'o along the Kilauea lower east rift zone. HVO scientists say they will continue to issue weekly Kilauea updates on Tuesdays until further notice. And I'm not seeing any updates for Iceland, so as of right now, I was looking to see if there was anything new for Iceland. You know that Iceland has 35 Holocene volcanoes. Other than the fact that the crater collapse could change the lava's direction, and we talked about that in yesterday's update. I believe it was yesterday's update. There's been nothing new. And 2 days ago, satellites spied red hot lava threatening Iceland's Blue Lagoon. Hey, anybody new watching, please remember to hit like, subscribe, and share. And if you're new here, welcome to the channel. Please feel free to chat. My moderators try not to bite people. They're nice most of the time.
We should count up how many earthquakes Hawaii has had today, because that's a lot so far. They've just had two within the past, 11 minutes. Hawaii. What's this one in Singapore? They still don't even have a magnitude listed for the Singapore one. Unconfirmed reports of a felt event in Singapore region 14 minutes ago. Let's look at Oregon live earthquake map. See if there's anything on here. On the East Coast, there was a 1.6 in South Carolina, Summerville on the 3rd. We had a 1.4 on the 3rd in Ridgely, Tennessee, and a 1.7 in Marston, Missouri. Those were on the 3rd. I'm not seeing anything new for today. Today's the 5th. Well, this area is moving. I expect to see something here. All right, I'll be right back.
I reset the earthquake 3D, so I'm going to see what happens. I'm checking different ones. One of them is stuck. So this is USGS. Oh, you want me to do Russia? Okay, let's do Russia. That's Russia. Russia. Russia looks like it's spot on though. I don't know where that 5.2 came from though. I bet if I added that in with USGS, it'd probably make more sense. Yep, that's Russia. Russia got everything covered. Show them all. Russia shows the last 150. So that's Russia's last 150 earthquakes. Okay, so let's see what USGS, the past 5 are. Ooh, that's their last 5.0 earthquakes and above. Okay. Let's see here. Yeah, not as bad as the other day. You're right. EMSC, I can do the 2.5 and above for the world's last ones. But EMSC is not working. EMSC is not working. I don't know why. EMSC is not working. I need to write Walton. I'm paying for this and I'm not getting them. That's Italy's feed. Let's see. That one there is for Mexico. So let's combine feeds. Let's do Mexico's 1-day feed, Greece, Turkey, Italy, Canada's got a 30-day feed, Geonet, BGS. Try to do all the zeros. I don't want a 7-day feed. I just want the 1-day feed. I'm not adding in Russia. Russia's too much. Let's see what happens. Okay. There we go. Dun, 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 dun. I've got their feed on down here. So they've definitely been having earthquakes here in Mexico. And of course we've got a swarm going on here in Hawaii. And remember, the ones that are in Great Britain and Canada are for 30 days. And this is probably not going to show up, so don't pay any attention to this. I'm just showing feeds that are real-time feeds for right now. If you see any flags like this 1.9, and then you might see flags on each one, those are for the last earthquakes that have occurred on each one. So I'm not expecting this here. this box here to be an accurate earthquake because of the fact that each one of these are a separate feed. Because you have one there, you'll see the one there, and in each one you'll probably see a separate flag for each one that shows up. So it will not show the exact feed in the box. Yep, Canada's there now. EMSC is not working on Earthquake 3D. So I need to write Walton and tell him EMSC is not working. Give me 1 minute. I'm going to write me an email. Okay. I just sent an email to Walton to let them know that Earthquake 3D is not working correctly. Let's see what happens. Dang rainy day, close to freezing temperatures. Great day in Nova Scotia. Well, if it would snow here, I'd be happy, but we're not going to have any such fish. It is 56 degrees here, so let's see. What is the temperature now? Oh, that's a pretty picture of me. Okay, so 56. It is now 58 degrees. Feels like 58 degrees. There you go. Oops, don't know what that is. Scan QR code for what? Okay. Today will be 60, and then it's going to drop down to 26, 25 degrees, something like that. Mostly sunny, 13 mile per hour winds. You know, good stuff. Let's see. What's the temperature going to be for Christmas? 54, a low of 37. No snow this month. We're going to have any snow in January? No snow in January. Any snow in February? No snow in February. It's going to stay in the 50s. Any snow in March? No snow in March. I don't get my wish this year. No snow. Just rain. Just rain. 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 And 31 degrees. Rain, 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 31 degrees. Send me your snow pictures. Three Celsius. What is 3 Celsius? 3 Celsius is what, 40 degrees? 3 Celsius. 37 degrees Fahrenheit. Oh, you're doing good. At least you're not, well, you're a little bit above freezing. Oh, this is the most uncomfortable chair. This chair needs fixed. It needs fixed. Let me check my phone. Make sure nobody's called me. So, what are y'all going to do today? I think after I get done with the live stream, I might settle in and watch a movie. Because Christmas movies are out. And let me see, there is exactly 20 days until Christmas. So I'm trying to get into the spirit. Can't exactly go Christmas shopping because, you know, I don't have the money to do that. So, yeah. So, I am going to watch Christmas movies. Snow can be between 0 and 5. You think you're going to get more snow? got another 2.0 in Hawaii. So let me see, it's been a 2.8, a 2.2, and a 2.0. And in between there was a 3.1 Philippine Islands region. I keep wanting to say Papua New Guinea, but there has been one in the Papua New Guinea. Oh, there's been an earthquake. Oops, what is that? Uh-oh, what'd I do? What'd I do? Oops. That was interesting. I just put everything on one screen. That was cool. I'm learning that I can do all kinds of things on my computer. I just don't know how to do it and fix it. Let me see. So EMSC is showing that the last earthquake happened 2 minutes ago. Is my sound working? Just checking. I need to know that the sound is working. I would hate to be talking to myself and there's no sound. Okay, I think I am going to end the live stream now. I hope that y'all are going to have a great day. I am glad that y'all tuned in. We went over a little bit of earthquakes. I played around with the earthquake 3D stream. I have emailed Walton. Hopefully that will fix the EMSC, which is I have figured out is broken. My firewall is broken, as y'all can see. So we will figure this out. I think I know which one it is, and it is Italy. So let's see here. So it's going to be Italy. I'm pretty sure that's going to be the one. Watch, I'll bet you that's going to be it. Yep. And then we bounce back to that 3.7. So I have emailed the maker of Earthquake 3D, and asked them if they can fix EMSC because there is an issue with it not working with Earthquake 3D. And as you can see, it is part of Earthquake 3D, but I am not able to use it. For some reason, it is not working, and I don't even have the 0.0s in here, so that should be one that is working, and the 2.5 one is not working, or it would show me the last ones, and I would be able to use it instead of having to use the other ones. So, because it's not working, I'm not getting the data that I want. So I'm having to try to use all of the other data sites and not able to get the exact box that I want. So it's not matching up with EMSC if anybody else is following along with EMSC. It is following along with other sites. So that's why I'm telling people, don't pay attention to what's in the box. Pay attention to what's on the ball. Because what's on the ball is where your attention should be at, because that will show you the latest earthquakes. If you're looking at what's on the box is not going to show you what you might want to see. So anyway, that's the dilemma that I've been going through, and I'm waiting to hear back from Walton, and hopefully that will get fixed. So anyways, you guys, I am going to end the live stream for now. I hope you guys are doing well. I might come back on later this afternoon. Just wanted to do a morning live stream, seeing as I had nothing to do this morning, and I hope that you guys are doing well. I think I'm going to watch a movie for a little bit and get some things done around my house. And yeah, probably come back later and do another live stream. Anyways, you guys, thanks for being here this morning. Thanks for hanging out with me. Richard, I appreciate you being here. I will, as soon as I can get some more artboard, I will work on doing that painting for your wife. But I don't know how soon that's going to be. It probably be in the new year. Anyways, you guys, much love. Please remember to tell somebody that you love them. Tomorrow is not promised. Anyways, you guys, I love you, and I will see you on the next one. And to my moderators, admins, and people who came today, I appreciate you.